right, Sean Patel, FightHype.com, here with my man, Badou, Jack the Ripper, former super middleweight champion, former light heavyweight champion. Badou, I know you're continuing your run and want to become a cruiserweight champion. Isn't that right? Saturday, August 20th in Jeddah, Joshua Usyk card against Richard Rivera, man. But that's what it's about right now, right? A run at the cruiserweight titles.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We was trying to get this for this card with WBC champion Makabu, but yeah, it didn't happen. Some money issue or something. So hopefully the next fight. We're staying busy.
Come on, Badou. I'm shocked that it was hard to make a deal with Don King. Are you serious?
Nah, yeah, I don't know. It's not my job. So we'll see what happens.
I know. Well, but first things first, Saturday. But do you think eventually you could get him in the ring, Makabu, for the WBC?
Yes, yes. We're in talks. So yeah, it looks good. So yeah, hopefully next fight.
How's it feel not having to make weight anymore, man? I mean, you got to be under 200 pounds, but.
Bro, yeah, I still got to make weight. I still got to, eat healthy. But yeah, I don't have to struggle anymore. No, it was great.
What would you say is the difference between the Badou Jack cruiserweight versus the light heavyweight super middleweight guy in style and in everything there?
I mean, now I can really rely on my speed. Yeah, and I have a new trainer, a good trainer, Jonathan Banks, who work a lot on rhythm and speed and yeah, my boxing skills. So I feel like I'm better boxer than all the cruiserweights. So yeah.
Yeah, because you're fighting bigger guys, so they're struggling with the speed coming up.
Yeah, and I have it easier against bigger guys too. So it fit me well. So I love it. I'm stronger too now.
Why do you think you have it easier with the bigger guys? Just not as.
I don't know. It's just style wise. I like the big strong guys. The small, fast, awkward guys. Sometimes they're harder to fight than the big, strong guys. I don't have to look for them. They're gonna come to fight, and that's what I like. So,
right. Yeah. True that. Because those smaller guys, you had to beat that body up and get them to slow down to fight with you.
Yeah.
And fight, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Same with the big guys.
Well, this guy Rivera though he's actually a light heavyweight coming up too, so he's not a big cruiserweight. What do you think of Richard Rivera, Badou? And I think your camera's going up a little bit. That's what's up.
Yeah, no, I think they said he fought most of his fight at cruiserweight, but yeah, so it's probably my size then. So yeah, it don't matter, big, small, tall. He's gonna get that work regardless.
Yeah, well, what are your thoughts on him as a fighter? If you've gotten a chance to see him on tape and whatnot.
I mean, he got a good record, but yeah, he obviously never fought nobody on my level. So yeah, they told me he's talking a lot of shit, but yeah, that's funny. But yeah, there's levels to boxing. You'll see a fight night.
Well, what's he been saying?
No, I don't know. Somebody told me that he's talking. I don't pay attention to social media and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But it's levels to boxing. It's different. Everything looks easy from the outside. When you fight a bunch of journeymen, it's different. I've been there, done that, and I'm still going strong. So I have no problem.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Badou, because looking at his record, 14 out of the 21 guys, 16 knockouts, but 14 out of the 21 guys with losing records. And I'm thinking, is that jump up in levels just going to overwhelm him, be too much for him on Saturday?
Yeah, most likely. But same thing with that. The guy I fought on the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones card. He was also undefeated. Talked a lot. And then once he stepped in the ring with me, as soon as the bell rang, he froze. He just trying to survive the whole fight. So, I mean, I'm just happy to stay busy while we're waiting for the title fight. And yeah, I'm not overlooking this guy at all either. I've been training like this is a title fight. So yeah, I feel great in camp. So no injuries, no problems. So I feel great.
Yeah, do you feel like he's going to be on his bike early? Because watching his tape, I'm like, it looks like there's the potential for it to get real ugly if he tries to exchange with you and go toe to toe.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I can box, I can bang, I can punch, I can do it all. So, fighting me, you need to have a lot of experience, and I don't think has enough skill or experience. Obviously, not experience. So, yeah, I'm very confident.
Are you thinking you keep this knockout streak going?
Yeah, hopefully. But if I don't knock him out, that's fine too. As long as I win, that's the most important thing.
Now, we talked about going for the titles, but funny enough, the real money fight in the division is Jake Paul. What'd you think about what the falling out with Hassan Rahman? Like, who's to blame, and what'd you think of the fallout?
To be honest, I haven't followed it at all, so I don't really pay that much attention to that. But he's doing a good job promoting himself. He's a marketing genius, so he's taking care of his young fighters, the girl fighters, whatever. And I heard he paid, everybody on the undercard, so you got to respect that. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't strike me, Badou, as the guy who follows that stuff too closely.
No, not really.
But what if they knocked on your door for a fight in the cruiserweight division?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. They know better.
Did you think him and Rahman was going to be a competitive fight where Jake was going to win or Rock was going to win? Or because I imagine you've seen Rock Jr. spar out here in Vegas over the years, and yeah.
Yeah, I sparred him too a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, he's a heavyweight, so they picked him. They try to drain him a little bit. But even if they fought, a heavyweight, I think they probably favor Rahman. But when you lose all that weight, you're gonna be weak. So I don't know. It'll be a good fight, but yeah, I'll pull him for Rahman, of course.
Right, and I gotta ask you too. I remember back. I know Amir is watching too. I remember back when Logan Paul was fighting KSI, and you guys had some affiliation with KSI going into that fight, and now there's all this talk of KSI and Jake Paul. Do you think KSI would beat Jake Paul if that fight ever happens?
I don't know. I mean, I guess Jake Paul has more experience than Jake Paul right now. I mean, they're not fighting real boxers, but KSI only fought Logan Paul, I think. So I don't know. It's probably a 50-50 fight. I don't know.
Would you give him a hand if he came out to Vegas again, KSI?
Yeah, I actually sparred him, or not even really sparring. He was just playing around. But yeah, he's actually a nice guy. KSI.
Is he nice in the ring for his experience?
I mean, I only worked with him. This was 4 or 5 years ago, so right. I don't know. He probably improved since.
And I gotta get, of course, man. I gotta get your thoughts on the card itself, the main event, Joshua Usyk. Do you think it's gonna go the same way again? Usyk wins, or is Joshua gonna make the adjustments, with Robert Garcia and win this rematch?
I mean, I'm pulling for AJ. It's gonna be a tough fight. He's gotta put the pressure on him for 12 rounds and dog him. I don't think he can outbox him. Usyk is too slick and too good rhythm, good footwork. He's a great fighter. I fought him in the amateurs. So yeah, Usyk just asked me, "Do you remember when we fought in 2005?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." That's all. So he's a hell of a fighter, but yeah, Joshua gotta bring it to him this time.
What did you win that fight with Usyk in 2005?
No, he won.
Did you get the sense then that you had fought someone who was going to be a great fighter, or was it too early to tell?
Yeah, he was a good boxer. It was actually at what is that, pound middleweight, so 165. This is 16, 17 years ago. So yeah, he was young. He was moving a lot. He was running a little bit. He was tall and skinny, but I think Sean Porter fought him around that time too. Maybe after, but yeah, I have another guy from my country that beat him twice also. But yeah, no, definitely he won everything as an amateur. He's a great fighter. Well, he's a nice guy too.
Yeah, kind of scary, with that stare he got, and but
he's a little crazy.
Yeah, he got a little killer vibe to him, but
Yeah.
One thing you were really good at, Badou, like in the James DeGale fight, where I know I still know you felt you won that fight, but you really know how to put intelligent pressure on guys. And
Yeah.
Joshua, it's like, okay, go after him, put pressure on him, but it's like if you try to do that, sometimes you walk into a buzzsaw. It sounds so much easier said than done. How do you go
Yeah.
about the intelligent pressure, against a guy like that?
I mean, we got to use a good jab and put a lot of pressure. He got to be in dog shape and make it ugly. Actually, what's his name? He was just here too. Derek Chisora fought Usyk, and he almost did better than Joshua. And he made it ugly. And I guess, yeah, don't let him think. Don't let him get into his rhythm. Just
How
break
much
him
of that
down.
is, how much of that is mental? Like your mentality, going into it. Because we know Chisora's mentality. Again, Joshua's like this gentleman, and Chisora's is crazy. I don't give a fuck. And yeah,
Yeah. He's more of a brawler, obviously, and
right,
Joshua's more of a boxer, so his
right.
styles make fights. But yeah, you just got to be mean. Don't shake no hands between rounds. Just go in there and mess him up. Like, it's a fight. Don't try to outbox him.
Well, we know you're mean in there, man. And before I let you go for this Saturday again on the Zone, you and Richard Rivera, I gotta just I believe you were there when Spence sparred Floyd. Were you there, Badou?
Yeah, yeah. That's like 10 years ago.
Right, right.
Well,
How do you think him and Terrence goes? If that's the fight we get.
it's a very good fight. It's a 50-50. I think it could go either way. Arrow's probably a little bigger and stronger, very fundamentally sound. Um, Crawford probably a little quicker, and maybe a little more skillful, and probably has more weapons. But I don't know if it's enough. So we'll see what happens. It's a good fight. I like both guys. So yeah, it's a very good fight.
You
I don't
fight a
know who's
little
gonna
more
win.
like a Spence than a Crawford, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You don't want to give a prediction 50-50, but
Uh,
you think it's going to deliver? It's going to be like a fight of the year. Both guys get hurt. That kind of fight.
Possibly, but I think it's gonna be like a great chess match. But we'll see. Hopefully, they make it happen.
Well, thank you, Badou. I know you're coming in mean this Saturday. We know you're going to let those hands go to the body and to the head, and it's going to be fun to watch. Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. No problem, brother.
Thanks,
All
Badou.
right.
Take care, guys. See
All
you,
right.
Amir. See you,
All
Badou.
right. All right.